We're back for the 7th episode of Anemoia. Hello everyone, welcome, whether you're here, there or anywhere, to episode 7. Sasha, what's Anemoia? For all those people wondering.
If you're here or you're at home and it's the first time that you're like, oh, what's this thing? Anemoia. So it's a variety show and it's fun and it's got music and all this lovely other art and media and other art and media. And it's about
bit more art.
This area.
Yeah. It's very lovely. Today we have probably our most unique performance so far, Electric Sleep, who is a modular synth solo act creating live patches to produce complex and interesting electronic music on the fly. I think we should just get straight into it.
So let's hear
some Electric Sleep. Do robots dream, Sasha?
That was pretty sick.
I think they do. I think that's what they hear. That was really... Oh. I did like that.
Yeah, that was amazing. And, so now we're going to introduce the remote segment. Sasha goes around interviewing people, but except this time it's people at a skate park. So let's get stuck into it.
Let's get skating.
Oh yeah. So we're back. This is the part where I go around and I find people to interview, and I think I've found them. Yeah. That's them. Let's go. Hey boys. My name's Sasha. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Sasha.
And your name is
Luca. And Kai. I'm Kai.
So Luca and Kai. Or Kai and Luca. Or Luca and Kai.
Luca. Kai.
Yeah, okay. Well, it's nice to meet you fellas.
Nice to meet you too, little man.
Yeah, I'd like to ask about what you think on the goods here, on the supplies and the
On the skate park.
yeah,
Oh, well, there's a lot to be said about it, really.
good things I hope.
Yeah, there's some good things, but also a lot of bad things.
There's
quite a lot of bad. Yeah. So let's start with this
the nasty stuff.
this hunk of concrete, shall we? In theory, it's good. Like, you see a photo of it, you'll be like, oh yeah, I wanna skate this thing. You get here, it's like knee height. Can't ollie onto it. It's just a pain. If you want to do a ledge trick on it, you try to ollie up. But you can barely make it up there.
What an example. What an example. Yeah. So that's pretty stinky.
Yeah, so that's the manual pad.
Yeah. Out of 10, what do you?
I'll give it maybe. Look, there's been some good times on it.
There has been some good times. And you can skate off it, which I neglected to mention.
I think I'd give it a good 5.
I give it a
6.
6. I give it a 6 out of 10.
Well, that's a pretty good rating. And this hunk of bank.
This little thing.
Yeah, it's not really a hunk.
It's definitely had its good times.
What's the bad?
Yeah.
Have you got a bad?
Oh, you want to go straight to bad?
Let's go straight
to the bad.
Cheer up with the good at the end.
I honestly have got nothing bad to say about this.
Oh, okay.
This is probably one of my favourite things in this skate park.
I'd say the only bad is that it's like the ground is pretty rough, and if you fall on it.
Also, this hip is not really a conventional hip. It's like more of a slope. It's kind of hard to explain. But you want more of a flat, like mellow hip, and this one goes like that.
Pretty yeah, right. Yeah.
But what I like to do with this, I do like to trick into that bank there, or on that hobber, and then come down and do a trick on this, or that hobber. It's real good to piece together lines and stuff.
Yeah. Real good.
Yeah, and it's a bit longer, like there's a 4-stair over there, and there's a stage, so I like to learn a trick on the stage, and then the 4-stair, and then that taller ledge, and then I take it to this one.
Yeah, cool.
And then, yeah.
The Euro gap to over there. And we'll start with the where we are.
Yeah, this is the straight section. What I would say is probably the main attraction of this skate park. Yeah, so starting off, you got these hovers, pretty meaty. I don't really like to skate these, just because they're massive. This rail, I love this rail. It's good practice for the streets. Euro gap, you can like come up and you can start your lines off. And these ledges, you have to hit them from down there. And when you're standing down here, it's like this tall.
Yeah.
I hate these things. I've got a mate that skates them all the time, but he lives at Uluru now.
Yeah.
So
These two ledges here are probably my favourite. They're like a good height, and if you wax them up, they're not as sticky as the other ones, I suppose.
Yeah,
Okay.
sticky probably wouldn't be too friendly.
No, it's
Yeah.
like can be pretty hazardous.
Yeah, or hazardous.
That was a good vibe.
Yeah, that is a good word. That's a little.
you don't like these down
Not
versions?
really.
Yeah,
Not particularly.
so like everything in this skate park's kind of big, so it just gets you to commit. Like makes you pop a little bit higher. Yeah, so that's good.
Yeah.
You got something to say about this?
I feel like it's a pretty deadly obstacle. It's like almost vertical.
Yeah, this is deadly
I
as hell.
personally don't really skate it myself because I care about
Yeah.
my health and well-being.
Yeah, neither.
But
Yeah,
I suppose-
it's like 50% vert, and you can just like, there's not even coping here, you just hook up. And there's been a fair few times I've hooked up and just gone, like, clapped my head. Yeah, that was fun.
But there's been some pretty gnarly stuff on it.
that has been like if you can do a trick on it. It's,
Yeah, Angus, old mate has done some stuff on it.
Did that that crook stall yank back in? That
Yeah,
was-
he went up, like,
that was pretty impressive.
stood here and like, yanked his board back. We can probably just like, chop the clip in.
Yeah, that's a
Maybe.
funny clip.
I really like this obstacle because it's like it's kind of just some less dangerous version of the wacky wall.
So if that's wacky, is this goofy?
Yeah, this is more goofy.
Yeah, I'd say that's an appropriate name.
the goofy wall.
Yeah, and it's good. You can come up, do a little like quick feet ollie, and then trick on that, and then into
Yeah.
the bank, or even
Or if you're getting creative, you can hit the ledge.
yeah, if you're real gnarly. You can
Doing some Matsuchi.
yeah, you can hit the ledge as well.
And then the overall rating of from the Euro to whack and goof. What's the
Oh, well, probably, I'd give it a 9. I really like this section. I spent a lot of time skating here.
I would give it a 9. Only reason it's not a 10 is because there's no flat bar or flat ledge, and what they are, they're just like little versions of like a rail or a ledge which you can practice on.
Also,
And-
it's kind of inconsistent how we've got like the coarse ground here, where if you fall on, you're going to be in tears.
Yeah,
It's
so
a-
it's
yeah.
it's good, but it's a lot of effort. If you don't really feel like putting in the work, this section can be a bit of a pain.
Yeah, it is a bit dog that they made it smooth only there and not the whole way
Yeah.
around.
Yeah, they.
Where's the logic?
Where's the
The
budget?
council
yeah.
could have done a little better.
Yeah.
Lismore City Council, if you're watching this video, please help us revive and appropriate the Ganella Youth Centre. I think. Or Youth Plaza, is that what that's called?
Yeah,
It's called the Youth. Thanks guys for the interview.
Yeah, that's all good, Scotty.
And it was lovely to meet you both.
Yeah, it's good to meet you too.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, you're pretty friendly guys.
Yeah, I had a good time.
I had fun.
Yeah.
Did you have fun?
Wow.
That was that skate park review.
Another successful Sasha went somewhere, interviewed someone at a place at a
Yeah.
time.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
I'd say it was pretty successful.
Now, we're here at a different place, at a different time,
Different person.
different people, even,
Yeah.
if you would.
If
We are joined by Electric Sleep on the couch, who is
the secret identity is.
Max Falkenstein,
Oh yeah.
there's no way.
mask off.
This, oh my God. Well, now we know that. That's it. That's all we've got. No, I'm joking. First question is, as always, how is the couch?
It's a little slippery. I'm kind of sliding down a bit, but it's nice.
Slippery but nice.
Yeah.
I can't lie, you look a bit lonely on the couch all by yourself, Max. I think
Yeah.
Come
I'm
on
going
in.
to join in on the slip, and we're going to.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah, slippery.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's nice. You can recline a bit. You can
Yeah.
sink into it.
You've got all the spacious needs you'd ever need.
Yeah.
That's it.
All your desires met in one simple blue couch.
I'm moving house at the moment, and we don't even have a couch, so I'm not complaining.
There you go. If the couch goes missing, I might have to. Yeah.
Got our suspicion.
Yeah.
So, how do you describe the music or sounds you make?
It's kind of hard. It's a hard question. I just try and have fun with it and just kind of explore. And I don't really think about the outcome until it's like starting to sound like a song or a piece of music or something, and then yeah.
Well,
Good way to go.
so this music that you make, as you said, just kind of a trial and error almost. You just like put stuff together. What's some of the gear you use to make this, and how what's the process of kind of just putting it all together?
So I've got my modular synth set up, which is made in a kind of dodgy briefcase DIY kind of setup. And yeah, I just will usually have one idea that I'll try and explore, and I'll patch some module into something, and then it might sound good, or I might take it in a totally different direction. And yeah, before I know it, I'm making music. Hopefully.
How does this take to set up a patch, and do you repeat setups, and if so, how do you remember them?
So usually I'll take a good like half hour, maybe 2 hours, maybe a couple days if I want to really like hone in on a patch and record a good piece of music. And I don't really repeat patches. I know some people do, some people take a photo or take notes, but I kind of like just pulling out the plugs and just destroying the patch and it's gone forever, and maybe I recorded it, maybe I didn't, and that's kind of a cool thing, I think.
What exactly is a patch?
A patch is just the pattern that I've put in all those weird spaghetti wires and yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's like kind of like a preset that I've made for the synth.
Yeah, and then you can just like change it as
Yeah.
you see fit.
Yeah.
Very cool. Did you approach making modular synth music as an instrumentalist or just kind of a computer musician? Or a bit of both? Or were you just born with synths? Just at your hands ready to go, just pulling plugs?
It's a bit of a slippery slope, actually. I used to go to a lot of doofs and stuff as a kid and got into psytrance, and I bought a synth. It wasn't modular, it was just a normal keyboard synth. And then I thought, oh, what are those cool kind of like wires I'm seeing sticking out of synths here and there? So I bought one of them, and it was a semi-modular, so it still kind of had a keyboard. And then I kind of got addicted to plugging things into things, and then I fell down the rabbit hole. Not recommended.
So, what is it about synths that you love, I guess?
It's just, I don't know, it's very rewarding. It's obviously a kind of unique thing for this area especially. And yeah, it's just fun to be able to kind of build something. And like I said, I can destroy the patch and it will never exist again. And there's something kind of almost like meditative about that as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it seems like a real kind of just you get in there and you do something process. Like there is no, you just kind of, is that how it goes, you guys? You just
Yeah,
like plug
totally.
things in and then just like, oh,
It's
now
just
I've got this.
so hands-on. I think that's what I really like about it. So you're doing things with your hands.
Would you say there's a particular what or who that influences your music making and the way you do it?
Well, I grew up listening to like electronic music all through my life, and I definitely got inspired a lot in the first place to buy a synth by bands like The Knife or Massive Attack, and then I got further into the more experimental kind of stuff. Yeah.
Those are pretty good influences.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, how long have you been collecting your setup? It's taken a while.
Yeah.
Well, the actual modular briefcase itself, that's only been a project of the last 6 months or so.
Yeah, right.
And yeah, I've just been slowly accumulating it over the time, trying to buy secondhand where I can because it's pretty expensive.
Yeah.
And yeah, and then that way if I buy it secondhand, if I need money, I can just sell it secondhand and not really lose too much money,
That's pretty cool.
which is good.
Yeah.
So you're here, you've been studying at SCU. Has the music course informed you on electronic music production at all? Has it? Yeah.
Totally, yeah, totally has. Of course, the music theory is like, that I've learned here is totally like invaluable, but I've definitely had some amazing production teachers too, like Andy and Steve and Troy, Phil. They've basically taught me everything I know. But then I went off on this weird synth tangent and kind of learned off YouTube and stuff.
Yeah, all right. Well, so you're moving to Melbourne soon. Have you got any creative projects happening there or that you're looking forward to, or any you want to share with us?
I've put a lot of my energy right now just in graduating and finding a house. We signed a lease yesterday, which is a big relief.
Yeah. Congratulations.
But I don't have really many projects per se lined up, but I have a good creative network and a good group of friends down there, which I'm surely going to collaborate with on some level.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Nice. I mean, good little foot in the door.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get it all happening down there. Get the pot brewing.
Yeah.
Speaking of brewing pots, do you have any tips for synth enthusiasts wanting to get into the synth cult, synth witches and wizards and whatevers?
Well, like I said before, just don't do it because it's expensive. And it's slightly alienating to some audiences. Like, I know it won't ever really be a mainstream kind of thing, but it's fun nonetheless, and I enjoy kind of
I think that's
making
kind of
art.
some of the charm though, right?
Yeah,
It's
totally.
kind of like a niche little...
And a little secret I might share with you all is there's VST plugins you can buy that do the exact same thing and sound exactly the same. But you don't get to hold it in your hands and do the cool spaghetti wires and all that kind of stuff. So, up to you guys.
There you go, the choice is yours. Life is your oyster, as someone said once. I reckon it's pretty dumb, I don't even get it. I think that's all the questions we have for you, Max, but it was really cool. And now I know more about electronic synths and how I should but shouldn't get into them at the same time.
No, go for it.
Okay,
Go for it.
there you go.
Go for it.
Given the all clear. Everyone, let's put our hands together for Electric Slate.
Yeah, we're good to go. And here's another performance.
The final live act today for Electric Sleep. Everybody, feast your eyes, ears, and other three senses. Taste, smell, and sight. No, touch. There you go.
Smells really. That's pretty meditative.
Yeah, I was
about
just
that.
a nice little. I was just like this the whole time, just
So calming.
one with the music,
Sweet.
a trance, you could say.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Very beautiful. In terms of music, interviews, and all that good jazz, that's it for today. A very special thanks to Max, also known as Electric Sleep, for coming in today with all of that gear. It's awesome to see stuff like this, really experimentative and just, usually we got these bands that come in, play some music and stuff, and it's cool, but this was, a nice change of pace. If you would like to see Electric Sleep anywhere else, you can follow him on Instagram at 10011.electric.sleep or on TikTok at just electric.sleep.
Dot.
Dot. There's another dot there, it's 2 dots. Yeah.
Well, yeah, thanks everyone for coming. It's been a beautiful experience, and so we'll see you all again, same time, same place next week. I don't really want to say the band.
Yeah, it's a bit.
We've been.
It's a bit of a bad juju
yeah,
now.
we've been
Yeah.
jinxed a lot, and that's not too cool.
No.
But hopefully, fingers crossed. Probably
Toes.
it's gonna be masochist. Probably.
Probably. We're counting on it,
Fingers
but you never know.
hopefully. We don't know. But we'll see you then for episode 8. Yeah. Thanks.